All right, so the front kicks. You got one to the knee. And actually, you want to be like hitting right above the knee. Then you have one to the groin area, and then you have one into the solar plexus area here. We're not kicking to the head for the orientation here. So 1, 2, 3. When you go through and kick, it's in a 4-step phase. So phase 1 is to bring the knee up to the level you're going to kick at. Notice those correspond to the knees that we threw. So if we're going to kick between the thigh here, above the knee in that region, you're going to just go to that level there. If you're going to kick to the groin, you're going to go to this level here. Now, when you look at your knee, wherever this here, treat this like the barrel on a cannon right there. Wherever this is pointing, that's where your foot's going to hit. Now, step 1 is to raise the knee. Step 2 is to extend the foot. 3 is to pull it back. 4 is to put it down. Common beginner mistake is to throw it out and then just put the leg down. Pull that knee back, then put it down. Let's see here. So if I'm going to kick to the lower part, above the knee, below the hip in this region here, I'm going to point, extend, pull back, and hit. Now, what the feet are doing, you want to take your ankle, pull the toes back, and as you extend it out, you want to extend the ankle into it. So let me move this down here so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about here. So when I get up here like this, and I'm using the wall to support me so I can explain here. So you see I'm pulled back here, and as I go forward, I'm going to start to extend down. From the side here, I'm here like this. As I extend out, you see I start to articulate my foot down as I expand that into the target. So get that ankle moving into your front kicks. Okay, the last 2 techniques of this set are your back kicks. Now it's important to make a distinction between back kick and side kick to the rear. So if I'm going to side kick to the rear, my toes will be pointing out to the side here. For a back kick, the toes have to be pointing to the ground. So you see me from the back here, let me move this down again so you can see my foot easier. So as I'm here like this, I go to kick, same thing. 1 is leg up, 2 is extend. And see how my toes are pointing to the ground, my knees pointing to the ground. This motion here is your back kick motion. If you come here like this and the foot's turned sideways, like that, that is no longer a back kick. A lot of schools will call that a back kick, but it's not. That is just a side kick to the rear. So just make sure the very first one, we're kicking into the thigh area like we are on the first front kick. So you just come here, right down there into the thigh area. The second one, we're extending back into the groin area right here. So you're going to extend into the groin area on the second one, between the knee and the thigh area here for the first back kick. So this almost concludes your orientation class. We have another exercise set to do, well, 2 more exercise sets to do for the orientation that you would do at the end of all your training. So remember, you're supposed to be doing that first exercise set between each and every single one of these sets. The next part of the orientation, you're going to learn some basic stretches, and you're going to do a basic strength building exercise set that go with the orientation. Now, when the orientation is over, don't sit there and think, hey, there's nothing else to learn on this. At your first rank, there's additional things we're going to build onto your basics here that are required against each martial art that I teach here at the Tenkido-Kan. So, for example, you have break falls and break rolls and things like that. You'll be learning those, and those are required for every single martial art. So instead of teaching them as this art, this art, this art, I'm keeping on this one category here. And again, this orientation, that's what it's designed to do. It's just designed to give you a foundation, so whichever martial art you want to learn, you can take this foundation and then go off and learn whichever martial art you want to learn.